say ye be ye beautiful. In your house, so can in your preserving Omnia. Lady and Rebel, my and assassin water to say. Omano Saviano, Omano Saviano, Aya Santa, Oma for Brad, Omano Saviano, Omano Saviano, Aya Santa, Oma for Brad.
Wednesday, the 23rd of August 2023, 58 minutes gone past 1500 hours. We're live once again on our 24 radio, our Bravopa radio, as well as our 24 radio GH. And on Facebook, our 24 radio stroke TV, YouTube, our 24 radio or our 24 TV. And on Twitter, at our 24 radio with another edition of Bamaso. This is where discerning Ghanaians with discerning thoughts, we come just to deliberate on possible ways in which we would be able to be catalysts, causative agents to deliver the very beautiful Ghana we so much want to have. If you are here for the first time, we operate using our primary identity in the context of what we do here. That is, we use Ghana as our reference point. There is nothing whatsoever bigger and more important than the fact that we are Ghanaians. Anything whatsoever thereof is of less importance. So the very moment we jump on this very platform, for the sake of we being Ghanaians, we do not let anything put us asunder. And if anything is to cause us to be put asunder, we deem that which caused us to be put asunder as more important than Ghana itself. So it is very, very imperative that we come holding our primary identity in high esteem and we do things perfectly. To that effect. To this effect as well, I will humbly welcome you once again to Bamaso. And yeah, so focus here and the mood do pa come out baby. I will be our video that 24 radio, Abrabapa radio, and our 24 radio GH sa in Pempensway. Bamaso. You made the bro. Bia ajuada di obitie dada ni bi na mu mebnada ukwada ya wada fiada de ya bomodin ase beba na yede dwumadi abro ene say ye ba beto ato adwene na ya hwekwan aye betumi afa na o my Ghana etumi afa ne ntomapa efra say enya be piem wo ha say ya na kire say Ghana nti ane aba nti Ghana ne ye pomasi bre na isan say Ghana sombo ema ye nti no ye ma bibia entity yen ho ntem na se bibi ma yetiti yen ho ntem the pese akire yen ho nyina and said that am person chiri mo katwi no fa that which dear ma ye ntem etete ye as Ghanaians no no sombo esen say ye Ghana for that is what we tell ourselves if we do that. Enti ye bahasia ye de Ghana ye pomasi bre. Ye kasa ye de Ghana na ye pomasi bre. Se ye dwene ye de Ghana na ye pomasi bre. Na me can say no so simple to say na mum enye better. It takes years of practice. And I say wana ahwehwe nemamu na hu say when you do something consciously for at least 29 days or 30 days it becomes part and parcel of you. So open say omano ebeye so destiny, and I say it becomes you'll be fully you fully embody it practice it for 90 days. That is a whole season itself, right? And he may kind of say you have to practice Ghana no and yet better you have to consciously do it for a number of days or perhaps months, and sana you'll be able to fully embody the fact to say yes we are Ghana ni na over to me use Ghana as opumasi bre going forward. So to me Eddie Ghana ya opumasi bra, what then comes and answer what happens and they say adwen kese efa omu pie ba me na ada adwene efiri omu ba na ya na emu do emu apipa emu apie se o kasa eye embracing actually say in as much as obi enya adwen, in as much as the ekoso wani nye ho no you know very well say that person is as an inseparable part of you, and although you may not be happy, you may not be excited about what the person is doing, nina emomunim say oye an inseparable part of you, no, you find ways of causing that person to awaken to the fact that yes, the person is needed to play a progressive part in the equation. Asem ni na no. Ene na ma adwen kese ne ye adwuma. Eno ene ma adwen kese no ye adwuma. Enti yaba ha no adwuma no so enye bete kese pa. Kese it demands a lot from us to be able to get it done. Enti si yakase fagana yo opuma sibra. Say yakase fagana eyo opuma sibra. It means a lot. It means a huge lot. She say bomodia say oma bibia my own disregarded, and I say look down upon the fact that you yourself, you are a Ghanaian, and you are doing all your possible best to also see that identity in your fellow. And he's out here and he said the doctors are doing to Roehampton and Natina Ewo and Asarabedi Akon and Ewo Woodstock. Dr. Ebenezer Amofab Waten and continue to rise in power. Nana Enketia Patron out of Waka Dr. Ajingo mze Dr. Ajingo ako rezi match bi no de beko so kwasiada na otwemi ensa entem right nti say kwasiada ebe 2 weeks more nti ne say me hwe date no ewo me calendar yi so wa ha say ya I'm date no Dr. Jingu and ako rezi sa case no case kese pa case kese say me hwe calendar is wa next is on the 10th of September sa kwasi adam and a huge conversation ever koso ever kasa fidie so between Evangelist Richard Akwesi Asamoah and Dr. Ajingo. I'm very certain say it will be on the subject of baptism. Inti a Christ of way. Monya boy na mometi Evangelist Richard Akwesi Asamoah. No Church of Christ, right? And Dr. Ajingo ono minim baby obi free abade but whichever way obi free baby and aba. And the 10th of September and as ankomodi en ebekoso. For now, dear, Wukwada. Now, Kwada so there ba questions and answers, and a DBP Casafidi so. Yeah, Babu see questions, but Kumianumi and nine noom say time allow us to do that, dear, and no, Annie Baba ye. Your way, ni pay, ni nim ninano, yenim nina name yenim nina, right? Yenim nina name yenim nina. Now it comes with some conditions. So we know it all through all of ourselves, right? So we no, na minimum me bound check now, mammy who because we are inseparably linked. No, let's say minimal no sa me boa. Na ye wo said ye. Yeah, mekano. You deposit of knowledge within each and every one of us. Ubia e woni de me wo medie wo mu ana onso wo odie ewo mi mu nti yaba yi no one sure way of we banking on a deposit of knowledge within ourselves, no, we using the power of questions. Through the power of questions, we are able to tap into the knowledge bank that we have among ourselves. And ana yaba abepiem ewa hase nti pensuo bi no ma ene wukuda ene wukuda wukuda nso de enya allow ne say ja obetu bottle nti ensuo ye okay why pensuo bi si munchan na bomodia say wonsembusa ai wo honom no odi ni nyina ba beto pono no so although it be beshase no two ways about that it be beshase so all the bampo na ene enyi anu amawa Mr. Mabu why na the bia no emre sim no onsa ebenya anu yi fefefe na nsa na yebekwa akotie enyom baako aba no tie we ye se Petro man kan ya se mamu bani ya na wa yede be waba na ba be chichiri mu kama amame na ene say na o se menum nsuo empanyifo bu baby o say abone kra ababe ne ofa na wafa o gana we just study no so ofa na so wafa musuo no ana santrofia no ma ana onyo no abwa santrofia no ma ana akoko sachi santrofia no ma so ofa na wafa musuo uja no so a we just study whatever the case, say Santrophy, say wo, say achishidio, say DNU. The bottom line of that ebeno and they say each and every one of us, we have our pluses and we have our minuses. Right? And what you have to come to realize and they say if because of the minuses you decide to disregard someone, you decide to get rid of some people, you get away with their pluses as well. That is what it means. She say, all of us, whoever you think you are, you have your pluses, you have your minuses. And the fact that some people are still with you, not deserted you, she say, they are making do with your minuses as well. You walk around with both your pluses and your minuses. And the very ones who stick with you is an indication, say they embrace both your pluses and your minuses. Obi bia wo wiase bia no eye aboa santrophy obi bia wo wiase bia wo ye santrophy ni bi you won't be able to put your hands to your chest and tell anyone that you don't have any minuses. You dare not do that. Abane sa now ya koye nkrofo na o me se wo mkotobo abo obadwamanfo na kanso wo de onye hwehwe da na wo nye bone da won to bo na obi adwane ye no yes obi bia won the plus and obi bia won the minuses. Nti nyina no we are one way or the other santrophy no money be. Nti if for any reason you decide to disregard someone because of their negatives, of course once you disregard that person because of their negatives, you are taking away the positives as well. Obi bia even a murderer has positives within them. Yes. A murderer has a positive within them. And I was used to say, and somebody bo ho no mo a okotranse ya na odwene ho anu hu ni say yes no kre emudo ai we santrophy me santrophy. You have your pluses and you have your minuses. So me fawa ma fastra de na me jawo nso a me fawa ma famusu that's it ana me jawo nso a me jasra de che say me fawa ma fawa pluses ni bi me fawa yes what something for hajune say me fawa right me fawa my foul negatives no aka ho right and me jawo nso a just that the positives goes. You can't take one and forsake the other. It's a package. You take the two. Nah, because we stick with people, not just say we have been able to grow to a level that we will be able to accommodate the negatives of those people. That is why we are able to accommodate some people or keep some people around us. That is what it means. The bottom line is we all have to grow more and grow more and grow more. And just as Nyansa for brother Dr. Ishmael Tete Ekayeno, we need to change ourselves so that we'll be able to live in harmony with all of life. You know who you ati, you know who you yanko ninkuti nyumba komra yeba asemba kwa ene anasa asemusa ba kwa yepese yebo ho nkomo ewo kasafidie so yede be eto epono no so fefe kama enyumi mekai big man achibobu na nije ho pa enti akosi ampofo eje of blessed memory. I'll say if you do good you do for yourself, and if you do otherwise too it be yourself now way you do that thing for. Yinti akosi ampofo eje mra yeba pamaso certainly continues.
Associate this way, a crew, a channel one brebier, a chance of Bessinage, a two wood dragonipa, we a baby I had a pump, a dear Bedriano, and one now betra. We are papa, we are fun, we are fun, we are fun, we are one year, we are fun. It's a water, if you do good. Do for yourself, you do bad, you do for yourself. I could be tenacity, say no, I are for. Oyo stress for and on in among for so or says Diani so many Diania now many sika many baby and pa assemble compare nayo catch the war. If you do good you do for yourself. No said ya kwaye eyo bin sway eyo ne na mo nkrofo so no obi so boat it of agene se akwanwan dodo to be no free obekuno free we asimo. Nadie oye ni se okoto brodo eno die drogumu akwenko dia omu odani manwa akwenko bie nanwa osi if you do bad you do for yourself.
If you do good, you do for yourself. You do bad, you do for yourself.
Onyamia ompe boni edano nkwade sa koye didi ame do amfe bia kanano akwai ni namwa ogoshia mofre bi a wona mudi agro so timodin fuima osre brodo akwenso amu etimodin odani mawo panu isu na drowo mu ono die onim bribi etu akana samono papa mi ye mamia me ho.
We are Papa, we are fa, we are fa, we are fa, we are Bonia, we are fa. It's a water. If you do good, you do for yourself. You do bad, you do for yourself.
Odipanuya, am a friend away, ye obi atuandu, ye atameshe, Korean, so Timodin fue, on one a dream bonin, Adania Bunny Meso. Am a free am a friend, Siashi, Nana entry poesiaco, when Choco mine. And I beg Jesus, and then Chirano was he would to a Dubonia, a big one Cassawan.
If you do good, you do for yourself. You do bad, you do for yourself.
Muntia Jumuya. Mfanya siasa wa mayongo enchankra usumchedu.
We are Papa, we are fa, we are fa, we are fa, we are Bonia, we are fa. It's a water. If you do good, you do for yourself. You do bad, you do for yourself.
If you do good, yourself.
Do for yourself.
Do bad,
you do bad.
Oh la la.
For yourself. If you do good, you do for yourself.
Do bad,
you do bad. You for yourself. If you do good, you do for yourself.
You Bema Akwesi Ampofweje of blessed memory and Moten and Kano. Mpenyumfo ese Ketrema Empro. Nti the voice of Akwesi Ampofweje still lives on, right? It still lives on. Words are very, very powerful. And before anything comes off your mouth, no. In fact, I will say we'll make a lot of considerations, so that you'll be able to cover a lot of blind spots. So the name run here can't watch them before you open the two gates. A day assembly AVP abano, right? And then and assembly honma it doesn't come off these two gates. We write them or we type them or what have you, right? What you need to do, and say you need to make a lot of considerations before you let them slip off your thoughts into the open. Very, very important. Now, for example, for genuine or say if you do good, you do for yourself, and if you do bad, you do for yourself as well. Say, or the storyline be at home and or the actual no kama and you know the it makes a lot of sense. Say if you do good, you do for yourself, and whatever else that you do for yourself as well. Sometimes when I do good to air, I am more focused on receiving the benefit from A, and if the benefit even come crana, it happens to me also at my blind spot. Just a minimum. I say the benefit of that good that I did to A, no, and I debe abano. Sometimes too, we become quite selfish in our thinking. Should I say our selfishness have not grown into self-wholeness. And when I do good to A, I expect the returns to come to me. I did the good to A, However, if your selfishness is to grow to self-wholeness, and you come to the understanding, say, the good that I do to any unit of life is a good that I'm doing to the wholeness of life. Once again, it takes my mind back to the spirit of the whole that we spoke about some time ago. If I come to the understanding, say, when I do good, I do that good to the wholeness of life. Say, if I do good to A, and the returns of that good goes to even Z or Y in part, I know the returns is come back to me. It takes obenyansa for. It takes someone with the spirit of the whole to be able to understand some of these things. Say, if I do good in whatever form, I do for myself. Until you stand in the spirit of the whole, you will not understand some of these things. I could say if you do good, you do for yourself. And it is true. It is true that if you do good, you do for yourself. Sometimes we become beneficiaries of some good that some people do unto us, not because we have done that particular good, but because someone we knew, either a friend, a relative, a classmate, even someone from our country, is done some wonders, some good, until we become beneficiary of some good, some returns from that. Many people have come to share their testimonies. As I'm wajan, the skills around the papa be our yeno. Ubi our no, as I'm wajan, be our wound nimkura or baby ada. And so far home, dear bay. Onya guess who cried at the count. And I can seminal. Or see if you do good, you do for yourself. And otherwise, you equally do for yourself. I could see, and you pass I me as someone. Bernard boy. Bernard boy. Your boy, last. Everybody go chop breakfast. Why you? So guys, say he granted an interview, and all can say, Afrobeats balance no no yeah no who just rhythm keke it lacks a lot of substance. Well, he has a great point in saying that. However, say no, he's adding both substance and rhythm. It is a uti Bernard boy. You tap into some wisdom, one way or the other, from his tunes. Just like I could see ample for J and you more or bo your born CCA. Young anymore na ene wukwada. A few questions. Yemfa into epno so. Na ene questions and answers no. Ba kwa yedi kan ede atopono no so. To do with the equation of growth. The equation of growth. The mass and the kasa right? Na asema ye pese yebusi ya hu enyina ne se if you ask how you way, is there any particular time? Is there any particular circumstances? Any particular age? Yanganesa age. Someone may say energy. And I say, is there a particular place? Bia nunti on that grounds someone may be exempted from the equation of growth. That is the question. Question in here. Is there a time? Is there a place? Is there a moment? And I say, is there any condition whatsoever that exempts anyone from the equation of growth? Se bibi sa ho no ma yembobo ho. Se bibi enti yenyina no, we are growing every moment. Consciously or unconsciously, we are growing. And the question is there any condition, be it time, energy, space, circumstances, and a bit me exempt will be from the equation of growth? Is there anything of that sort? Yankwa humano so assembling no way very simple. Yankune tintin, yankune titia. Yankwa humano so Niama wafakwame. Akwaba na ofakwame ya ofabodi ene petrol and so I debe aba ofakwame otime nka bama so
adwen kese
na empom eti say
empom boko
sweet
you pray mwayeshi
ade
yenya temperature rise bi ema say the obi a compensation be mi mum de mi fi say se show be diwa na kese wonu enu akese wonu ya son faso
I say what's my work my can happen me young bi a say ofri Estonia. Now say Estonia hono on say awo ho pa say Scandinavians hono na awo ho na o say omo nka say is too cold. There omo can and say you are not dressed well enough. You are not dressed well enough. Now the science behind such statement and say they do their very best to move their focus on things they cannot change to what they can change, right?
Wow. Wow.
Eti ewia no de said ye wo kan no ebebo bod said ye ebo na na emum no enema bi a ye ohun ana say enema bi a ye nye no ena ma ye feel ewia no to a certain degree a afi ne ye ne say ye hunu say ye de be ebo ye extreme. Enti o kan wi asemi senka ya plant more trees enka ebia sa effect na sa pepe na it takes me to what yeah, Kumasi. So no friend a garden city me boy. And
you was center of the city.
in ya ho papa even yeah time say already yen she dan nyini kase bia sa no, but even when we were quite young kakra no, we saw some of the trees all around ewo Kumasi. But then you know,
I made them who is Kumasi they said it doesn't merit that name because me too many me who gardens be a my garden city. As a matter of fact, be a chrono na minya who ni.
over if I know what na
Matra crew from there.
What na-
Matra safoda.
okay.
And I hear from you. I shan't answer kakra.
Ti what hu nua bia oh
Oh, was it a here made me who the gardens no here. And we are no two
na garden city no unim de ode sadin no ma Kumasi
history ni na
ene ma bom kakra
no ba visit no na Kumasi can program no until that time that Kumasi so do status we are free say no at 20 betumi amani city status enti pe bibi dia joso no city no so and the garden kan but me we busa say wo ko ye garden be mu no ko ya o gaga o ko twa so do ka say garden city ni
you want query it just wa ko twa sword wo garden bi mu ansa na Kumasi America
what visit garden bi no ko tra baby na nkrofu yi twa kwek nanka odi souvenir kra ko say ani kronomu gardens bi ni ebi ho sa ebi ho
enti no painting na emma Kumasi nya garden city so
there be just
on offer shade on baby a culture center won baby a confirm no che e won o da yemfa ho no kra enye mfato right on say the honom ne wo nua pa wo
enua wo ho wutu emu free response for yi mu na yizu no ho ni nua no eni nam yi kwa no ho eno de wo ho
na last time I call no da ho
oh enua no esisi yi no enua no esisi mintumi hu be free but at least a free bantuma ho more round about to over kigiti ani de em say desisi ho if you on mo nua me biem is any uko friends city hotel man temo hono
yeah hono nua mi wo ho yeah
but that time cry na minyi ni se krono kra du sa man temo ho aprofo na wo motiki hono mu ma akuma so the Kumasi center pa de we ahia nipa no no de master me minyi ni se deserve sa attach no
yo over yati so jawo de o so udi ni de non-conformist now
there be no quarantine na mama ye non-conformist no quarantine to me me popo ye any ade da
yo yati why yo over any ya ba de ne ya ba me de assemble akon atokro no so is there any condition be it time, energy, space, or circumstances it takes someone from someone away from the equation of growth and
oh yeah growth picture say west who extending boundaries so sana me pano unyanse nyini wo body no nyini baby a wotie we improve no but e pese ene be bi ne woni mu na fe ko reverse dia na chese growth no enye duma bi mu chese wo Ghana free and e ko reverse that's how I see Ghana today madam to be anam needing komo say e ka chene say that who ye would die no, Yamapata, who could see a see part, or Danisi will not see any ye gonna see. So, and once yet to me educated Ghanaians, the importance of nature no. Hey, you be call reverse sa na mi bu so run is enti Ghana boy e hine fa na be kwa akotena because omo eni agi nyina ho omo e wa control mu na omo ti Ghana there everybody is complaining no be a complaining where are we growing your direction is saying ye kuni mu anase progress master your problem o enti media growth no there wo is associated with time. But time no now show graph. Let's say the graph no table from what you are not growing. One more day no a focus. What would ye the focus? Now would you no table from what you are not growing. Ain't you over smiling? Be there make a cram meet me a canoe. Nyansa no aboying to say use of wakuko.
Yo, yate. Why? Said yeah.
About over 2 million no because can over 2 million no my chance.
Said yeah. Ote question as a call Casim. Was why anyway. What try say we yano kama I call Casim. Thank you very much for that of Kwame. Mame call of abodi eswe. Na of abodi. MY kakra. Ewa hasi. Of abodi. So ultimenka no I ready there. Bama so. I want a question no. Okay, all right. Question in here. Ye ni pay na ye units of life we there. Let's just say every now and then we are evolving consciously or unconsciously. The bottom line is there should be growth, right? Now I call it the equation of growth. Na me pese ye busa ana se ye bobo ho na enya ntia se kakra se enye bia is there any condition, be it time, energy, space or circumstances it take anyone ana yes asem entina ma mento asem no so na whatever the case may be, the very ones who may have just joined now no will be able to also understand. Is there anything, any condition, be it time, energy, space, or circumstances, it takes someone away from the equation of growth? And I say, is there any condition, time, energy, space, or circumstances that makes someone above the equation of growth? And that is the question. A open question. And is there anything particular? And because of this, and someone is exempted from the equation of growth. On say, yana say bibia sometimes maybe ba or yana bia and as a policy bia kraba yana the exemptions here and there be there eba, right? Now on the subject of growth, and I say in the equation of growth, are there any exemptions? And if you want to put it in another way, sir, that is how you put it. Are there any exemptions when it comes to the equation of growth? And assembling, I don't know. And see, Patron of our wedding, you're ready, dear. I'm Rouse way. Na boy and Komaka. Patron, Bamaso. Patron, Timika.
I drink us.
Yo, and yeah, Patron, that's on kind yet, and let's just say, BBR Danako. Yes, sir. Good one there, and yeah, football no one at once, and then we quite answer them say, and I'm in no so. It's major amount now, so boy and Komaka.
Yo, what's some now beside no Oputoy? It is come again, say Moka crack. Growth no broad just an ataba nimu wa
okay
this brebe me na be watch mu a
okay
so abre no su ni ho no
growth ka be se oba se me chechire mu dia nka me chechire mu kakra
Okay, cheche me kakra.
Ah, me cheche mu kakra o. Okay. All right. I say what said you kind of growth a very very broad, a huge and so, right? Na growth no in simple terms, no, you can say adding up to the existing good, right, to make it better, and I say improving upon excellence, right? In the end, enra yede blind spot ebo nkomo kakra na on this same issue of blind spot now. On say cars develop possible ways they will be able to limit the blind spots accident na for here. And there was a time Petron me drive sa me hweka bi na me hweka no sa na me hwesa car na so oni side mirrors ni bi. And me look very closely na me hu say and yes oni side mirrors na mom to say no omo the camera mom ana ye omo nyusu mirrors no bi na say hey baby aye de bay yedru eno growth na say omo improve upon excellence in that field am I drew pembenzo bi kra say who san car home po some cameras are activated for you to see if you are in a safe position to do that. And see a growth adding to the existing good to make it better. When you ask me, that is what I will say. And I'm just making kind of cheap Petron. Yeah.
Oh, yo, simple. Was a common injury.
Okay, all right.
Not just say, yeah, check to my just punchu. There's a kind of saying, Abrabomu, Nipa between Enini, and Bibi between my Kudum Pempensu, because I had your coy anyway, you and I 2 point.
And one, I say, oh, Petro, and by or 7 notes here, sorry. 7 notes here, sorry. Oh, I can't sorry anyway. It depends on the interpretation how the two so. Oh, I didn't see it.
I'm one no buy no the idea about you don't can sorry any idea go see so. Oh, we'll buy one way. Oh dear. Eh yo to me try myself so no empuntuo there. Acquire body there bribi say you tumpo so. Yes, obi to share, no be able to pempim, no be able to simply, no be able to see, no be able to boss near Trasoko. Yeah, now, what was young for a genuine, what can be? What can be, what they are born a person. Now, when it was it, say, a as it's the Craman Pro. Na stekreman pro no na fiate asefo so say dia kwasi baye na ne ye to aso ntin to aso ne mpuntu de it is as natural as the word nature na de fa ba so a edu ba bi a mpuntu ntumi mmabi o yakwaye abode yi with a living thing ye sha se free baby ne yakowie baby edu ba bi a ye nipa mpo ya dwen ada ye trimu no ya na ne function esote. So, they do on one. A year, oh my, don't wait, no, no, back to the Ayanos. Tim Punto, the Yentmin Jam Punto, and to honor Abrabona and Fit. Yamum, ye nipano so dear, I told the beer, Yam Punto coffin. In I, you might do a beer, you wabre, for you are home. And now, I get your footballers, yeah. More with the football age, Cobono. Oboka craft at 35 Friday now called be Timpunto there of a smiley. A yama adasa, a yama body, a yama tasipo, a yama wufompo. What's a metria? A tasipon, I cemetery or come as I know. A yampunto no mosha siano, and not tasipo so here day, air to us. So a pretty way bet me a Timpunto. That's what I smile.
Emre bi anyhow.
Be anyone if others any and we are say back for team puncho that
Yes,
Uhe Toyota, I just Africa. Uhe Toyota, no, 1973. Now we net Toyota. The difference and the prices are so vast. Now we are quite a fast to take cocoa 1973. So that's what take cocoa of Africa.
It's true. Any one area, right?
No person about my dream easily.
Okay. And now okay. Now speaking of that, now are they at other areas? I know the Obit Marcus. So yes, I know the Impum to Abba.
Area ben is all maybe.
I said, oh, and that is Impum to be ama. And yet, the evolutionary journey of Africa now.
Of Africans, I'm here to see. Kakano with my and cry aseno. I'm here to see. In Punt, what Punto Pen, Napaya, way there. Some Punto originated from African, we have enhanced it. So, say, Aquayo, and Kano Krana, several contractors. No Muya Yakwan, no money hope you. In the Guata project of Fobi China. Say, me, I did back who said they were Ghana for the any chance you could say a year. Papa, what makes them back? Mako Western Union, Emilia.
Oh, Bacope.
Bacope. Say, Ghana for any start yet. Say, internet. Say, then ye to me, ye the beer to a swan and a bedroom sabrewi. A quiet first would be a buru cry, so side Bianas are basing there. And that's why they, if we are holding a dear war from. And because agriculture extension officer did ever chairman papa said the India Bruno lines. You kept a phone of a baby man. Oh, I know my papa's way. He knew so be on the lines, no. Easy, so we clear wheat, you know. Now, put me more yields. Or apply fertilizer crowd, who baby, I would do. Oh, you don't just throw it on the land, but Papa so Muntungumsa and Yancy Tugumsa. At the end of the day, maybe a come agriculture and extension officer to have been in the years, you know, more than some vast land there to a growing goose. After agriculture extension officer number, and to us you. Basing that's what they put, that's what they put a use a real from Eddie a grogum, Meboa, Papa Catch and Semeboa. Will be my bommetro.
Sanya, another day, a view of Honor, but there are other farmers, although they may be in the minority, but they have advanced in possible ways, and they do farming. And I know they know and can't be. Just because they are in the minority, you know, you wouldn't say there's been improvement in how we do our farming, Anna.
Papa, baby, I did could drink. Come more minority, come what may influence the other people or the other farmers. Now, there's so many factors in our equity and so on. So, you can see a better commercial farming. Even commercial farming, a crown, why your company more? Over Western world, almost commercial farming, and you're producing a ditch or muko. Produce now, Mubiano commercial, you know, about your various grocery stores, me a cotton. You don't need a ditch or muko. A pine said a mower incentives. It said, Rona will be no one cow, one more cow, incentives in a saka. It's Nipaka crab in the Adrian and Maya. The NCA to me, I Juma for front here, the Abba Toby. You can imagine. Sagana, you know, broke commercially. What are we going to do with it? Silos, yes, you see, you know, done churches. Oh, it's you know, pizza farming, no Ghana, no, and why? But who quite in Jumupa, you bet me according to the any outlets. Any baby a better for see a Bruno, the breed, said you Ukraine, Munya, the Empoya. or do I run in a year? What no one. The rest of what one man or the good ship, more from Africa for no more comedy on no moon. With no made that provision. You buy in a railway, say, oh, her crown, yet to me out for us. Now, no make them railway be a mutual airport. Just say, near my thought was about by 5 miles containers and trailers are so in airport.
That's right.
Kumasia Cosino, you maintain no. And I near my back on the young friend for kindness in a fire rails. Enough money, crack here when it came to 2 million cat to say a bonkan. A man for to chat, Kakana, except from my use, a man for to trust that they are no melt. A band penny for sorry no musu. And then I'm on for show more moodily in those scraps and I'm on to one. No, or your party be chairman, or your party be the secretary, party be near and the banono. Oh, so we are not growing. The kind of growth we're looking for. No? Say, say your mindset, just say, growth, look why you're baby queen. Your education. Kakran on the bay, and how much it is said, a bear, more ministers in there. No, Yansa Sam. We've not changed it. It's no growth bad. I'm saying, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Africa, which okay, right.
Nanka me mau sana se be ma ba ko na what ma ko Western Union so on say say no when it comes to our traditional medicine na
okay
say no ya grama say no itimi be capsules so right
yes traditional medicine yeah.
Oh, of course send cool capsules na sifu kana na hamani nua keke ana eni no yetimi akwanim ama ye na capsule ama say we have it in measured quantities and as a measured levels that you are supposed to be taking them, right? It's mama about and I know you enough.
Enough.
Okay.
Say if you back once and they are coming.
Oh, okay.
Yes, good baby. Don't worry. Young good baby. Yeah, doctor for no so bit to Oko hospital, bit my prescribe say cool medicine. Yeah, now in Conco on the counter.
I see.
Banasanoa. In the amount of measure, do was an offer and conquer how kidney. So, do was an offer and conquer for Rawanina. We've taken all those things into consideration. Now, boy, young Siedi. So,
that's it.
Young Siedi. That's it. It's a step in the right direction anyway. You know, what Mako was saying,
thank you very much. My satisfied condition. Yo, Patron, and one last thing before you go. Now, as a meteo kasemua, collectively and on individual levels, no, we can't forsake growth at any particular point in time. Yes, sir.
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Individual levels.
Now, Kabibi, Kasoso.
Then I go back to my medicine.
What say?
Nay, they say I agree at the bar between my medicas as me, and yes, she and and Fatu Mamma and a group Nebia. Watching us here from my assembly man be baby. I will work towards that dream. Oh, you no cry group.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. Patron, yeah, do I say. Thank you very much for that explanation. You now, Yanko, Honorable Abby, and so as well. Na Abi enka bi enche ene Abi bamaso
personally
na apom to say
Charlie we dey inside. Fortunately the weather is nice, so I've not gone out at all today, even though the weather is nice, but that's life.
Yeah,
it's part of the growth. It's part of the growth process, isn't
it? Say, okay, say, my assignment. If you unfa home resource on my,
What assignment?
You can't not I think there was a time that it was quite cold kakra. Oh. And it was I say some of the things are yes exceptional to the cold weather, right? And say and never there are some units of life they thrive in cold weather, right?
I see.
Sa nneɛma no bi ɛbɛboa yɛn ama one way or the other no nsɛ sɛde ne yɛka no in cold weather no yɛana ama amanfoɔ yɛ gloomy kakra awia no bɔ pɛ ne ayɛ excited.
But Smiley, yeah, insects and flies, they hide during the cold season, isn't it?
They hide, yes. And but I would say and no nkrofobia they are taken away from the cold season, but the nkrofobia they come out in the cold season. Right?
Okay, yeah. I'll see how best I can address.
That's right. No bra. I don't say when we come to identify with evidence some of these things now, what then happens, and they say anytime we are feeling that gloomy because of the cold weather, no, we bring to mind the evidence of some of the things that thrive in those weather that our lives depend on them, and then it changes our psyche to feel good about the cold weather.
Smiley, God is wonderful. God is wonderful. That is why He didn't put us in the cold weather. Otherwise, it would have been very disastrous.
Oh, why?
Hey, you think all these inventions these people have, which is helping them survive in the cold, if this thing happens to be in Africa? Baba Smiley, anyway, God knows His people, so maybe that is why.
God knows His people. God knows His people.
Yeah, everything. I told you what one Nigerian man, comedian or something, said. When God was creating the world, He put a lot of good things at one place, and the angels were a bit worried. So they asked God, "Oh, why are you putting good things at one place like that?" And God said, "You wait and see the type of people I'm going to put there." Do you understand? The good things will be there, and they will be fighting, killing themselves, and that is a fact. Do you understand? He gave us everything we need, but look at what we are doing. It is only people from somewhere who come and take the good things and go. A typical case is this Nigeria issue. Do you understand? People are abusing people, and when they want to talk, they say, "Hey, keep quiet." Anyway, personally, you go on.
You, Abby, what about the energy? Say, I say, my dad knows no. Oh, one way or the other, no, maybe now okay. And you say, in the equation of growth, you can equation of growth from one side. And you say, are there any conditions, be it time, energy, space, and circumstance, it takes someone away from the equation of growth? Is there anything conditional, exempt one from growing? Be it time, energy, space, and circumstance. And into Rebecca said, because of this, I don't need to grow. And I say a group of people will say because of this or because of that. Because we were slaves to some people, because I come from a poor background, because my family don't have it. Are there any conditions exempt someone from growth? And Abi, assembly na.
Okay, Papa, let me quote 2 things. Myself and Ejase, we've been saying 2 different things, but they all converge into one. Ejase has been saying, and you've been quoting that word, circumspective. 1. And I've always been quoting Andy S. Grove's title of his book, Only the Paranoid Survive. Okay. Papa Smiley, to enjoy or to apply the benefits of growth. Growth, you must always be circumspect about your situation. Are you happy? Are you contented with where you are? I mean, you must always be asking these questions. Then you become paranoid. You know, Andy Grove he wrote that book because at the time, the computer chip industry was very, very competitive. He was the CEO for Intel. We used to have AMD. We have a lot of software chip makers. And if you relax, you are doomed. So you must always be on the lookout for improving whatever you are doing, to be on top. So to really enjoy growth, you must always size yourself up. Am I on the right track? Am I doing things which will keep me always on the lead? You know, China is touted as, the next superpower because some people felt America went to sleep. So to achieve growth, you must always be prowling like a dog, always looking around for something better. You must always accept criticism and learn from that criticism. You see, criticism is like getting feedback on whatever you are doing. If you are open to that sort of criticism or that sort of feedback, you always do things better. Okay. The reason why we don't grow is that in our part of the world, we are so satisfied with whatever or wherever we are, simply because majority of the people, especially our leaders, always want to enjoy the status quo, what is prevailing. He is the chief, he is the boss, so always come and koto. You can jump the queue, you can criticize them. To them, the status quo must remain. Do you understand? You play Akwesiampe Aje's song and he say, Ke ofe ekpakpa, ofe ohan ohe. Do you understand? If you do good, you do it for yourself. But we have a situation where the people who lead us don't, it's not your good. Look, in my tribe, if you go and challenge, especially so-called elders, they will describe you, or even describe your father or your mother. Oh, they will say, if I say Dinga, you don't understand, but they will tell you, look at this man's son too. Look at this woman's thing. This one too. Do you understand? The people do not want or even appreciate a little. Let's look at things this way. No. Let me give you an example. Recently, less than 4 months ago, somebody told me that, there's going to be Gan Adangbe Council. So they told me, and I was keen to join them. And if possible, to run with things. I joined them in less than 1 week. I saw that, no, these people, the way they are going, the thing won't work. So I quickly came out with some processes and so on, probability, because the idea was good to even, we do things properly. So I made some proposals, I submitted some documents to them and so on. And I was expecting some feedback from them. Papa Smiley, not knowing it was rather to their annoyance. Simply because some of them saw themselves like big men in the community. Do you understand? Some of them, I don't want to mention it, but they saw, PhDs or professors and so on. And some of us, we don't deal with these titles, because the titles are nothing. Do the thing. Papa Smiley, they have not given, they don't want my idea. Like, Aiko Yama's book, Beautiful Ones Are Not Yet Born. And one of the things he said is that if you want to change things like that, they see you as the bringer of unwanted light. They don't want it. Bringer of an unwanted light. Aiko Yama, the man left Ghana. He can go as far as Togo. He doesn't step Ghana. Aiko Yama said for his book, The Beautiful Ones Are Not Yet Born. Because he's just annoyed. Okay. Papa Smile, up to today, so I told my friends who introduced me that, I told him plainly that this thing will not go anywhere. There we are. They don't even know how to go beyond. Papa Smile, our people don't want change. The status quo must remain. The status quo is not helping us, but they don't want to change. This year, I'm telling you, when they went to inaugurate it, executives, they inaugurated about 160 people. So I keep asking my friends, even White House, how many people manage White House? 160 people? I look at that and laugh. Okay. So possibly to grow, you must, there's one thing I like, this continuous improvement philosophy. That is the Japanese way of doing things. To grow, you must continuously be evaluating where you are. What can you do better? What can you improve? Because when you don't do these things, you'll be left behind. Look at Akufo-Addo. He implemented SSS.
This man.
He implemented SSS. Then to him, the mere implementation of SSS is an achievement. You know what we say on Bami? You've achieved the unthinkable. But personally, instead of seeing this thing as the beginning, to him that's the end. There is making swagger. Come on. This is where we are. Have you seen any improvement? No, it's dead. To grow. And I just cited some examples. But personally, look, you think this warplanes, if we invented one airplane, let's say 100 years ago, you think we would have changed it by now? No. But these people, by the time they come out with F-20, by the time they inaugurate that F-20, they are thinking of maybe F-30 or something. They are not static. They don't stay at one place. They are always moving. But that is not what our psyche is. This week I've been reading, I'm annoyed about, the governor of Bank of Ghana is trying to defend the rot. And instead of owning up to his incompetence, let's say, own up and tell Ghanaians that it was a mistake or we made this. No, this man is not owning up. He's trying to defend the thing. Simply because, well, maybe this is a bit technical, but let me bring it in. Simply because a new standard brought IFRS 9. The IFRS is International Financial Reporting Standard 9 for derivatives. That IFRS 9 replaced IAS 39. Okay, I'm going a bit technical, but I want to summarize it a bit. Before the 2007 financial crisis came up, it was caused by these complex securities or derivatives, we call it. So Oyibo people, they realized that all these complex derivatives and so on were not properly accounted for. They are not transparent. They are too opaque. Because the IAS 39, International Accounting Standard 39, is not capturing all of these things. So they brought up the IFRS 9 to capture all these things into that. So now, if you were drunk, you smoke anything, or you were rubbish involving these securities, IFRS 9 will expose you. That is what they did, though. So there, look, I remember when they came out with IFRS 39, Papa Smiley, they were looking for people to help all these companies, banks, all these financial institutions were looking for people to employ to help them implement that thing. And believe me, they were paying people minimum of £1,000 a day. £1,000 a day just to come and help them to implement the thing. Bank of Ghana, we know they send people outside almost every month to come, and I know some of them, they come here, some of them, I take them around and so on. They have not done anything. And this same thing has caused this loss. And the governor of Bank of Ghana is telling us. You see, sometimes when they are talking to us, they think maybe all the audience they are talking to, because, excuse me to say, most of them are what they are. They can rub everybody in. Oh, it's a technical error. Come on, technical error? To me, it's not technical error. To me, it's incompetence or stupidity. Because he doesn't know. And he doesn't want to admit. So because I'm part of the way, when he say technical error, people will lie down and say, hey, we are paying you to avoid these technical errors. We are not paying you because you are Addison, you are nice, you wear spectacles. We are paying you and maintaining you lavishly to avoid these technical errors. So if you go and tell his sycophants that it's a technical error, but some of us, there's nothing technical about this.
You, Abe, Yati, thank you very much.
No, let me, you see, so we are not giving room to grow. We don't want change. We see the change as our enemy. Oh, these people cry, they want our downfall. But Oyibo embraces these things wholeheartedly and adjust and improve it. That is why they are where they are.
Yo, Abe, and he also, in simple terms, collectively and individually, and so we under no circumstance and which Maka say we are exempted from the equation of growth, right?
Individuals? No. Okay. As an individual, you must. That is a difficult thing. You must always be continuously be circumspective. Where am I falling short? What do I need to improve? Of course, most of your approaches will probably be fallible or something. But me as an individual, I feel I need to have an open mind. I read a lot, you know it. Do you understand? Me, Papa Smiley, I solve my problems with reading. If I take a book, whatever problem I have, I will just forget it. Of course, I'm human, so sometimes there will be emotional or social things, but and I pick some of these things like from characters like Machiavelli. Machiavelli said, look, when he was growing up in Italy in 14 something, all his peers, all his friends were from rich, middle class, rich families or aristocrats those days. He said, my father never had any money. All I inherited from my father were a library of books. Machiavelli. And we are reading about Machiavelli up to today. He didn't leave us money, but he came out with one of the cardinal principles of leadership. He wrote the book, The Prince. And the principles of the prince is what almost every leader has been using. Maybe our part of the world, they don't even understand what the prince is. And they use the prince to kill people. Anyway.
You Abby, thank you, Sean, for that elaborative submission. What the am I no? But chairman, I was used to so but chairman, I say okay BB on this equation of growth. BB or honomoa and inti etimi from this equation of growth. We evolving, we discovering our final and excellent self. If there is anything that stops us from doing that, omianya way obi busa say no son and you repu no eto no mona no is it not enough condition to exempt her from some areas of growth ana eti opesu na say opesu if there are conditions, be it time, energy, space, and circumstances, and it exempt will be from the equation of growth. Anna, you watch a man say, "I am home, Wadia, and your Bamasu." Say, "Botchama, and you're ready." Mamma call Bema, I will see Yesu, eso. I was Yesu, Otimenka, Bamaso.
Papa, I can say,
na one maame ne mmofra no ho te say good oh abranche bi say na no na ni je said ye oba hema eye bold e kan say se wo hu oba ne ho ofa otimi kasa ne ho ofe no o say ne ni je ho pa because say a man cried the meeting says who are dear efa na any let's say yeah me say dear you okay yeah you who so you can and was so omunyanti say yes so we are appreciating the wonderment of the artist you know man nti yabo madam abaso ati yabo na baso pa yabo na baso na ya ka equation of growth ho asem say dey wote say me say abo nentoa once again no bibi wo ho no mo enu nti etimi exempt will be from this equation and be time, energy, space, or circumstances. I will see boy and come on. Okay, all right. The person you enyina and say any pay be it individuals or collectively no adie ba ko a wosi enyina ehun say we are evolving na evolve it comes with growth, right?
Yeah.
And consciously or unconsciously, no, we are growing one way or the other. Na yɛpɛsi ehu ne sɛ yɛpɛsi ehu sɛ ɛba this issue of growth ɛnyɛ biara biribi wɔ hɔnom anaasɛ condition bi wɔ hɔnom a ɛno nti stop will be anaasɛ a group of people say mo deɛ because of this condition no mo nyɛ there, you don't have to grow, you don't have to become more of the good that you already are. And on the individual level na me cite example bi to say emra misa no ye repu me nti ye repu me ye me example keke ye me example ebi a misa no ye repu me enu nti no me nyini ye no enema bi wo ho no mo a ama me ntumi nya anaasɛ me de me ho esiesie here and there on the density no obi nso obetumi aka sɛ me busua me firi mu obi ani hɔ no mo a waye yi anaasɛ obi ani hɔ no mo a o sika nti based on that grounds no I don't see myself sɛ me nso me de be me nso me yi obi wɔ hɔ no mo a ono nso school a me call ya no kura school no kura ni din eti otimi ka saa asɛm no de ye gina so bere bi sɛ no ntina me kura no mentimi nya de be mentimi enko and those are just conditions individual levels. Now at a group level no obi be ka sɛ Africa de nti a yentimi nko anim kura and say we were slaves and I say because of our colonial masters, right? Enu nti na yentimi nya de yentimi enko anim no na me pese ebusa say sa examples conditions and I say circumstances are masite kakra no bibi wo ho no mo sa enu nti no yebetima aka say sa de we say sa condition we say enti no this group of people and I say this person or you exempted from the equation of growth and asem ni nyina no
yo papa na say asama wo kan nyina no we be how they start the buy limiting belief play a lot of roles when it comes to
pepe.
My own group there's a group with the one area my cover tribe because I don't know cover tribe with the other and cover some other. My main Ghana as a whole though. Since we are all Ghanaians now, I can use that to you see on say ocean baby I drew Ghana I think Ghana drew baby even if Ghana makes a butcher fan and the basics make the basics good roads a bus school the condition of at least maybe will be dignity beto any sabi aduane will be I think even though say intimate you come through and I say intimate and to say na by this time in can you say potable drinking water anyway in and then so no I'm say and I'm any back home you know who can I'm still now I can't share because anytime the one for share baby say when I broke in a bit and so and I broke because I'm doing some crab and no car and my unlimited intimate call your name said yes say intimate call instead of us to be like okay Ghana for this is our way of life. Said the Rwanda for adapt to a more way of governance. And no matter one of the most powerful African countries. I think said that's how I think Ghana it me adapted. Say this is who we are. This is our way of life. Na nkaya it me baby no obi na church ready so this will be the church say anyway to say the mommy or back mommy USA Virginia Becasa is and a Ghana dead man for more or more American investors are also believe in this gay and lesbianism no and yeah there's so many Ghana for a better to get a human being Baba and one my group no and two because you are limited to certain people that are going to say but if you say and you know you said Ghana for said my ball Rwanda, even Uganda started right now. Also, and said no, you're not gonna follow, any this Uyubo people. Yeah, in Uganda for say this in and we're gonna, and I think right now, and then we Ghanaians are the group of people are limited to this kind of Uyubo people and such we are not trying to also listen to the people at the door. Which my boy I don't know if I've answered your question right. I use Ghana because I don't want to use any tribe because of your platform. I know there's a lot of people listening to you, and I can make me tribe will be like I know I'm not but if you are not, I'm quite for it. Use Ghana as a whole because Ghana we have a lot of these issues going on.
Okay.
If I answer your,
Well, let me say also abomodern to address the issue from another angle. Echo, right? And yen to me nka say bibinti yen to me nyini. Yes, I understand. We
and I make say I quite limiting belief. I think what teaching this topic some months ago. Limiting belief. We be a crank for school, young for school, no, then Abusha we plan. You see, I won't want you yes, it's not actually things for example, we are so by a plan, only me need my end and paying yes. So it will be also a Abusha, Sitaka will make limiting belief in nature say. And ya dey say no no obetimi awo enkra do to wawa ba ko pe ese ni timu sa na e di niya enti I think say eno no mboa because there's a difference between growth and change. So
that's right.
On say there's a difference between change of behavior and also growth. On say change and then quite a bit negative. So where there this year now what change you. But we associate growth to positivity. Oh, this year the Nippon, maybe an idea you say they will grow like okay. Sometimes it means translate. Now, me who say, Patrick one said there are some certain behavior who say, "My grow." The Americans and they say, maybe I used to go to party, I used to go to concert. This a Manchester Star called the Abba, Manchester Stoneboy Abba. I'll be there. Such as here. And I'm not saying going for that concert is bad if someone is here or person animal. But me group of men who say no. I mean, it's not every day that this artist will come and then you get dressed up and then go and enjoy and leave your family back home. So you changing that mentality, a growth. It's not change. A change. A growth. But growth, every turning, like Unyobiana, yes, smoker. And then what about smoker? Then you say what change? You can classify that as what change. I think say. Honorable fan, but that limiting belief is associated to what you're saying because on say never be brain yes it's a Ghana across a whole no limiting belief say abrofobina abe skataya gene yam someone abe skataya gene and no name I am papa want to make and then Ghana into because if says animal in one and give it me up to say which baby I think I believe it baby also I disagree with it so
you I was see yeah better was it I will so dear or the other so am I you quadrant in Nunsia pepe na yes also just a few more words minimum so far body I ready to come in there and come more for body abba yes idea right away me call for kwame so once again na ya bonkomo kakra ofa body ho ofa body ne ho yenko ofa kwame so ofa kwame oh going 1 going 2 all right ofa kwame any hon so dia mamenko patron eso we fa ofa kwame ba Patron of Aqua, why? I'll come back to you. Of Aqua,
I'm your
good. Yeah, and never pondons here. It's a cabin 25 minutes. Sorry. Unianum so Abekebia fine. A few words and then we can round up.
I am for good to know. I am
Pajama Kakra, right? That's all. Me and Fabi before from FM. Why?
Question no mom dear. Na HS question I would bet two board no the HS any fun I to me a dear prevent here and I say be in decide the class won't be cool. So Sana made a me take question I say.
Okay.
I yes idea direction one is even time cry no time one a control ye no. No o my yini. So and you want take advantage of who na we yini ya. Let that baby I would hear na would hear. And I say oh call reverse there. Let you say baby we are say kono unka hubi. Obi ka nema ye as Ghanaians no ye ya chese aka say notion no cry ye ni bi wo hon because we check ye de na ye nim say ye ku ye nimu ye bo reverse because we analyze this situation na say if I am mamu ho a amamu no ya copy system bi a isese nke ebe ku anim no ye betuotu adwene ne nyina ya hwehwe kwan a ye be chichiri ye man no ye reni no shift system na shift system no nti de obeba no ye de tumi nyina ma no wo ye nyame demigod nti de open wayo nti se ye triye ye na so onye nipa boni nia ene ene bi a obeye kakra ma ye oh. But say na ke nya etiase say nyansa nye nipa ba ko for dia enti ya hwehwe kwani a ye be ma free flow of ideas on every corner nanka ye de chichiri ye mane a enka ke betua na moyo ene obi de colonial picture bi efa Nigeria during British Empire na Nigeria for mo bonsra no ni na me hwe ye no na me hu say in fact say eka ye nko a kentumi nchechire Africa eka ye nko a because brabro ni ba ye no na Ghana ni ho ono no be chechire bibia e friend kuku ena utumi wasisa ye niema de bet utumi organize ye niema eja yetumi be produce koko no mo ema o moto ema ye di bi echichi ye man kakran but uhwe e free bra wo jegu ye ho a utumi se kwame nkrumah passage no obo akakra afi oduru baby no na ayese wo call reverse because scan ye de ye nyansa ne de ye kwame nso ono nko afa nyansa no nti obi challenge no na yenkase ntia no nti ekofa blockages bi by ema afi kura de ahochiri nti ye pamo uja free so oh nti it's time I was ye green say see a pc grow dia ene growth no ya hwehwe ekwane e betumi ama oman no agro but your constitution ni your shift system yi de no kure ni utumu say reverse na de ko me de mi hu ani mu de
bia yo wafakwame ya bedo ase asem ye beto aso nyame adma ochina when I have more time for us to spend here. Eti Pedro, also your final word.
Yo, me de ebe kwa we no ebuntu iti eye pa ne nde ye kasa ise sabre moja di hu aposane ekramada bodwem ye wonne mfa ho ti bia bia obi a wo mu ɛsan so wɔ anidasoɔ wɔ kyena nso na yɛbɛsi ɔkyena no ɛhyɛ aseɛ wɔ nnɛ sɛ biribi kora ne awura fi no wakyire hɔ a bibi ne awura fi no ɛnoro a yɛbɛgya mu ɛndɛ na ɔkyena yɛntwa so aba na okuni ni bi a osikani bi pa na ofiri Nigeria ɔkɔ US ɔkɔ for first class ana awuraba bi so ɔyɛ US citizen wakɔsra Nigeria na ɔno so ɔkɔ US ɔno ɔfa mole fo ne bi ɔno ɔteɛ ɔmokɔdu JFK no reception a ɛyɛ saa abaayaa ne nyaeɛ no yes ana saa sikani a ɔwɔ Nigeria no nyaeɛ ɔno ba na ɛtɔ na adwem sɛ sɛ na ɛnyɛ sika dodo a wowɔ mbom egyina sɛdeɛ ɔman na wofiri mu no ɔmo mpuntu akɔ anim egyina passport kura wɔ so nti ankora yɛbɔ yɛ ho mmɔden deɛ but as a collective, as a nation, Ghana, we need to do more. Papa, me that's it.
Thank you very much, Pedro. Now, you have a point. Me watch it. A Becky to mama me. Why? It's no mess about so.
No problem.
Yeah. It's young call Abby in Suswe. On us fan out with him. Abby, young boy.
Yeah, Papa Smiley. The point is, for growth to be effective, or you want to grow to achieve something, or you want to grow towards something. We have what is called as disjointed growth. You know that? Are you aware of that?
That's right.
Okay.
Disjointed growth.
If you don't work, or you don't plan, you don't guide the growth, you can grow anyhow. Do you understand? You can grow anyhow you don't want it. An example I can give is, Papa Smiley, anytime I go to Ghana, especially anytime I go to Accra, what I see is Accra has grown bigger. Especially the areas we know, it has grown bigger. But that type of growth Accra has grown, to me, is useless. It's like we've spoiled the land because there is no plan towards that growth. It is disjointed. There is no benefit in it for me. Farmlands have been used to build unnecessary things. Riverbeds have been built upon. I don't see that as growth, because that growth has no benefit to us. So for us to really benefit from growth, we need to plan for it. We need to guide it. We need to be always be monitoring it and so on, to know that that growth is what we want, that growth is going to be beneficial to us. But the type of growth you think growth in Galamsey areas is proper growth? Assuming we are getting more good than necessary, do you think it's proper? The answer is no. Because that growth is more destructive than no growth at all. Simply because the people in charge, Babasmali go.
So I will and you see a growth media on that incident, and you see a growth media.
Okay. This is a personal growth.
That's right. That's right.
And this personal growth, I will take this personal growth with the support of everyone on the platform today, including a chancellor.
Yo, and I was saying, say, oh, be from a council, so I ain't you so an edge. My patron and church the baby mama nafi and Henry also.
Papa, I'm sorry, dear. I can't see the me down. I'm watching. You see, and I say,
Yatwaso. Thank you very much. Bema, I could see Jesus. Hey, Petro.
Me wa have it.
I want to know what they call etymologies in Nasifo Mukakra. Oh. Na me yashas na me bu bebe Santro Fianoma. Sound na mo so fa na afa musu na ja na so ja start na me boa.
Sa na mbele boka no.
Aha, na nya bia uni me ho aba kosem kakra. Ai ntima o mu bu sa aba no.
Me shada nim no ho aba kosem bebre. Na me yini no dia me hunim ni say anoma Santro Fian yanwe. Yanwe back home ni yanwe. Ne person ye kwato tai kunu ma ba yanwe Santro Fian. Ba so ya bo an ho efe pa. Se odi ma bo bi se fe na ase wesika. Santro Fian so different colors. No ho efe. So the kwan e pa so a na nanom enwe ni sa be no me gise me pobisa. Me said I ni me wo ni me dey bebre. Na de omo chen se anoma Santro Fian ofa na ofa musuo. Uja na waja asade. It's a very dicey situation that one may find him or herself. So, if you so Casobia, if you have a tabua, Nichani Chana, and now Besipanico in a high, it doesn't buy answer for. So, where by a Besipanico in a habai. Oh, fan wafa musu, and now Ujan and waja asade. A very situation. I wouldn't wish anybody to be in it. It says, among young animal, almost free Morocco, almost shape over Europe. But when you find yourself in that arena, ship ways you are, baby, what was a ship really? Many of you from Wapo Spain and Abra was a Sakakra. It's all feminine and go here, Wapa for memoir, and I say, oh, son, what you could do for it. So, it's a situation a yantre muye. And I almost almost fast at the animal chronos, almost one a year. I'm saying also at the swaba, one qua. Kadaya obesi and in the name of what saying, can him for a bit my way by day. On our bit my posture and the concrete living grounds with me and the deliberate. It has so because. Oh, cause no risk is Papa, a risky situation. The person who is happening there.
Yeah, Papa Smiley, can I ask some two small questions?
Busa, what do Busa?
I just said that Santro Fian Anuma knows that this is how they describe him. 1. 2. Do you know the bird called poison?
I go.
Why you?
Yeah, me refer no man a friend or it's got a long tail. It's got a long tail.
Is it true that there's a bird called his name?
I don't know. I don't know much about that. I know who.
Because a professor friend of mine told me about this bird. When this bird sleeps in a female bird, that bird dies. So that's why they call it poison.
Yeah, no great. I was very young
na say Obusa first question was say Santro Fian Anuma unim say ye mano sa description ya ode man say ofana wafa musu na uja na so a waja asade no that's it no
Minjen this Anuma no has anything to do in our world. Minjen this Anuma ni Minjen this emo ma yen ni pa ni anwe ya bra bo man akwa Anuma ni su ne pan. So
okay
Minjen this Anuma ni say sa no nipa dwen fa no.
All right.
So, because of personally, the reason why I ask this question is if I'm that Santro Fian Anuma, I will load more poison than the good thing.
Are
hey, if I know human being who is wicked like that, knows that I can finish him up with some small poison in my wings. I'm always ready for with the poison side. Do you understand? Because human beings are wicked.
Now, and you say abua san trophy no. So, and you one a born, right?
Yeah.
And perhaps we need to dialogue with life in a more deeper terms to know the things now again say be a poison or what have you know, the use of it in the equation of growth, no, right? If we dialogue, because until we did more research into venom, no, nenki nim say a bit may use venoms medically, right? Yeah. And perhaps because we have not done enough research into some of these things, and am I put to such labels on it, right?
So it means we have not even grown in that aspect as well.
All right.
Do you understand? Because somebody sat down and said, okay, they say snake is poisonous, but we can still benefit from snake. But that is not our we Africans, that is not our psyche. Once they describe the snake as poisonous, you dare even not go near it. So these are some of our shortfalls. You understand? I mean, but it's a cultural thing. It has to do with probably leadership issue and so on.
I see.
We have a long way to go. I don't even want to see the sight of snake movie.
Are they?
But Pastor, you see, yesterday I went out with my kids, and my small boy is 11 on the bridge on the London Eye. We saw one man holding snake, one yellow snake like that. Then I said, let's go. He said, no, I want to go back and go and look at the snake proper. I want to see real snake. I said, you sure? He said, yes. We went there. He went to look at the snake, just looking at the snake. And it's a sharp contrast with me. I wouldn't even value the person holding snake, because my perception is, yes, my perception is an animal is an animal. It could be nice with you right now, all of a sudden can bite you. But sometimes people like these boys, Bobo was curious and so on. He can learn something out of it. The fact that I cannot, hold a snake or maybe appreciate snakes doesn't mean there are no people in our population or in our environment who, some people, their life, their joy is even playing with snakes. Do you understand? But we have to create avenues for all these people to thrive. But in a part of the world, that is not how it is. When I was growing up, my big brother, the one I came after immediately, Papa Smiley, there were books, Lobster Rampa.
Have you minimum?
Lobster Rampa is like an Indian guru. He used to write things about these mystical, spiritual things and so on. Okay. We grew up with the idea that, hey, when you read these things, you can go mad. And I have a friend, his favorite is reading Lobster Rampa's books. Look, when my big brother sees you holding a Lobster Rampa book, hey, what are you holding? You want to go mad? You want to die? Do you understand? So it's like he has made up his mind. He's not even open to maybe look at the second side of the whole thing. What he knows, what is maybe been taught, or what is read somewhere is all he knows. But if you read Lobster Rampa's book, you are going to get a lot of ideas. So that is what we do in our part of the world. Certain things are forbidden. And if the thing is forbidden, you dare not even go near, like chieftaincy. We are not even willing to question some of the practices up to now. You have to obey. Whether it's helpful, it's fit for purpose at this particular moment, we don't care. So we are not growing. We are not growing.
All right, Abi. That was just by the way.
Yeah.
That was just by the way. Yeah, fancy.
Nah. But if you have time, maybe tomorrow or something, or at your own, I want people on this platform to address the difference between a public figure and a private figure, a public person and a private person. Do you understand
the difference between a public person?
Yeah, a public figure, a public person, and a private person, a private figure, and why we can talk about one and not the other.
One the any can was him, not the any can was him.
Whether it's appropriate to talk about the public figure and not the private figure.
And the person who say Mudia Henny and can was him.
The private. Some people feel you can gossip about the private person as much as you can. That's private. Some people do feel you can talk whatever you want about the public figure. And I mean, knowing the difference will clarify this.
Okay. All right.
Because my stance anyway, if you have time, if you can fit this into anything, because today you said was question and answers. This is one of the questions I wanted to come and answer, but unfortunately, you don't have time. So if there's an appropriate time, we can address this. Maybe that can clarify some of the political tensions we have here.
Okay. All right. Abi.
Because we don't grasp these principles well.
Mature to her. Why? Mature question not to her.
Yeah.
Inti Emre Semino. You better na ya address it. Why? You better address it.
Yeah.
Now you know BBS one more time for being part of the show. Nyami adma ochina. Certainly yeah better also. Ejako say ampo for one more time. I say if you do good, you do for yourself. Nyami adma ochina. Bye bye.